Hi, Internet! Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday, and happy almost Valentine's Day in addition. I'm sure it's already Valentine's Day for some of you, but over here we're still kicking at 8 p.m. on the 13th of February. The Lore Love tourney was yesterday. I hosted for like 6 hours, but we made it. Shout out to Kitten and Glass for being huge helps and actually doing all of the back-end organizing stuff that's intense and complicated and messy sometimes, where I just get to sit up here and talk for a while. But thank you, big thank you to them. And also congratulations to our winners as well. Big congratulations to Tunnel Shark for taking the whole thing. And also big congrats to For All W and Sam Sams for, I said it in the wrong order, third and second respectively. But that was a lot of fun. We got some great players. We got some absolutely incredible games done. We'll be going through that footage and pulling out some amazing moments. The things that stick out in my head, I think the most, are still that one Petrosite Pillar play, which I believe was a telescope into a Bomber Twins into the pillar, which was a crazy series of events. And then, of course, Tunnel Shark topping Grand Finals with a transform deck and beating out all the Rises it had managed to make the top cut. So that was pretty great. There are actually a few announcements that I need to make. First of all, tournament went really well. We are planning the next one as we speak. There's also maybe a little bit of a surprise with this tournament series coming up in the distant future. But I've got some exciting ideas for that and hope that you'll all stick around to see how this tournament evolves as it continues. Right now, we're kind of thinking major holidays, small holidays, whenever we fucking feel like. Also, Raptor Squeak, hello, welcome back. But yeah, we're planning something longer term with this series. We will be offering Poros every single tournament. So if you would like to have another opportunity to win a Flufferton of your own, you can do that, or you will have more chances to do that in the future. Right, Flufferton? Yes. So that's the tournament stuff. Again, thank you all for participating. I hope you had a lot of fun. We definitely have some reflections and things that we're learning about deck conditions, especially for this one, because they were a little bit messier, a little bit more complicated, a little bit more random, but also drove people towards things that are kind of existing in the meta right now. Mono Demacia, Rise, that kind of shit. So it let some of the meta bleed in, for sure, and we'll be thinking about that as we build future conditions. But hopefully people did have fun with them, at least, and it definitely was not a meta standard experience. Give the Poro a knife? All Fluffies deserve a knife? I don't have a knife on my desk, which, like, I feel like is reasonable, you know? I suppose if I did have a knife on my desk, that could also be construed as reasonable, depending on the circumstances. I have a pen, but that's not really the same thing. So yeah, tournament was a big success. I think me and the mods felt better about this one. It went more smoothly. We learned a lot about building conditions. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. So that was a pretty big win, I think, all across the board. The next one will be, we're probably thinking about Easter, since that is the next kind of, at least US-ish holiday. So hopefully people have some time off to maybe participate. We might not schedule it on Easter, because Easter is actually a time when people will be doing things, but maybe like the Saturday before or something like that. TBD, but that's our next big target for the next Poro Series tournament, whatever deck conditions we may be formulating for it. They're kind of under wraps right now because I don't actually know what they're gonna be. So if anyone has ideas or things that you'd love to see, please let me know. Please let us know. Anybody, Kitten, Glass, me, whoever you'd like to be like, hey, I have a thought, share that thought. You don't have a knife on your desk either. Does an X-Acto blade count? Also, hi Remney, welcome back. I think an X-Acto blade counts for sure. It's sharp, it can pierce skin, so I mean, that's what it's there for, right? What else? there is another exciting thing that is happening, which is I was invited by Pink Ghost to participate in the Champion Draft Series. And there was a announcement on Twitter earlier today. Video went up today as well. I'm going to watch it on stream because I was actually saving it for this. I obviously know what's happening. Like, I didn't just be like, yeah, do whatever, put me in whatever, just do it. I did want to like show off the video a little bit at the top of the stream because I'm super excited to compete against these folks and compete myself and build these decks with the draft format in Runeterra. It's gonna be kind of fun. Hot, you can give your mushroom a knife then. A mushroom with a knife sounds amazing and appropriate. What is more romantic than a being that is more closely related to you than a plant wielding a weapon of destruction? I think hot is the right description for that. But there is a Champion Draft Series video to look at, and there is another announcement that I need to make, which is that I have been feeling a little burnt out lately. Some of you have already picked up on this, that I've been like a little bit more tired. Streams have been getting canceled for a couple of times over these past couple weeks. I'd like to reduce the cancellations. I'd like to up the energy. I'd like to kind of recenter what I want to get out of the stream and what content I'm making and how I'm interacting with you all. So starting tomorrow and going through next Sunday. So it's actually just a solid week. Counting today, I will be offline. It's only going to be a week, so hopefully you guys won't miss me too much, but I need the space, I think, to just, like, think about my life and think about stream and sort out some adulting stuff, do my taxes, you know, that kind of shit. So I'll be gone for a little bit, but I'll be very active in the Discord. If you ping me, I shall respond. And also, Dragon King, hello, welcome back. And I'll also be, like, checking Twitter occasionally, but pretty active in the Discord. I may just post memes in there randomly, so that's something to look forward to, I suppose. 18-inch massive shiitake mushrooms just sitting in your bed with an X-Acto blade in hand and a blank stare on its face. 18-inch massive shiitake mushroom? Where did you get this mushroom? Where? Because now I kind of want it too. Oh, Tatsigi and Raptor Squeak, thank you. I really appreciate the understanding. It's from Fluff Nest. Okay, I'll have to remember that then. Dragon King, yeah, for a little bit, I will be gone, but I shall come back, hopefully better and bigger and better than ever. And of course, I'm not gonna be dead for a week. I'm not going to the fucking nether realm, like, okay, we gotta go on a pilgrimage. We're not descending into the abyss. We're gonna be around. Mental health and taxes call. So I wish those were mutually exclusive. Bigger bulking time. Let's cut fast. Oh, let's get cut fast. Yeah, also by this time next week, I shall become the Hulk. That's also a thing that's going to be happening. Definitely 1000%. We don't know yet. We don't know yet that I'm not going to the Nether Realm. Done with work for the day, waiting for Wild Hearts to download, eating some ice cream. Life is good right now. That does sound amazing. Wait, what is Wild Hearts though? I like the name, but what is it? Spray painted green, nice. I will be green, yes. I will become the Teemo Shroom, really, in my absence. I'm going through a mold to become a shroom. That also has to deal with the IRS. Okay, so that's, I think, all of my big stuff. We're gonna plan for a day is to just kind of chill and ranked, the usual, and do some viewer decks if we get those. I will admit that I played a wee bit of Demacia last night, and I climbed back to Plat 3. Like, it's not a humongous leap. I didn't just suddenly shoot into Diamond. But I was, like, seeing this list crop up in Masters a little bit, and I was seeing people playing it, and I was like, I actually want to see how good Mono Demacia feels right now, even, like, without Golden Aegis and shit. And it was okay. I don't love the way the deck feels, but it was effective enough. So there we go. Let's see. New Monster Hunter like game. They have a demo on EA right now for it. Oh, Monster Hunter like. Okay. I haven't played Monster Hunter, but I do know what that is. The new form of evolution, rather than evolve to crab, evolve to mushroom. Yeah, then I can just live forever too, because mushrooms they can just can be fucking old as shit. Also, Pink Ghost for Demacia. Also, Pink Ghost, I had a you showed up at a pretty opportune time because I was about to show the Champion Draft Series video off to the stream in order to explain to people what the fuck is happening. So yeah, I'm actually gonna just play that now. I will admit, Pink Ghost, I was actually saving this for the stream, so I haven't watched it all the way through yet, but we do have it here, so I'm just gonna start that up. I'm very excited to do this. Pink Ghost has been amazing in organizing all of this shit, and there I am! But let's watch the video.
Ladies, gentlemen, card gamers of all variety,
that should be fun.
It is my pleasure to
I'm sorry you have to look at your own face. I hate that doing that too.
Legends of Runeterra project. Welcome to the Champion Draft Series.
So excited. No, like my own face. Mod is giving me a hard time. Shush, Mod. I did not mean that I don't like looking at your face. I meant that I hate looking at my own face also. Just to clarify. This editing is so good. The editing is so good. Fight with Mod. Mod, I need a now I need a knife. Now I need a knife.
Invited some of your favorite creators from across
so we need someone to play Den Mother.
To duke it
we do.
Out.
We need an honorary frostbite for you, Remedy.
We will start the series off with a snake draft as they each add champions.
Nobody gets to see your
to
face. Your classmates haven't seen your massive face since freshman year
if
before COVID started.
No
oh wow!
Other player in the series.
Which you know, kind of fair
With all
though.
Players having different limited tools at their disposal. Players are going
to wear a mask during the pandemic, of course.
A little wild.
The only thing they would play legit play is Skarzik if he's in the tournament.
In the first
like the
ever
power
Champion
play?
Draft Series. Oh, and they're also competing for $1,000. Almost forgot to mention that. We're also doing something
almost forgot to mention.
And honestly, rather exciting with how we're broadcasting this tournament.
Oh, I'm unsubscribed. Damn it! I'm sorry.
You to choose between watching our live stream or your favorite players. We're not streaming the tournament, so you can go ahead and follow the players as they stream and share their games, their strategies, and all the other content they might create on their YouTube channels. But you can tune in right here every Sunday for our weekly recap, where we'll bring you highlights,
Pink Ghost,
stats, and direct access to each player's journey throughout the season, presented by myself, as well as several other members from the community, some you might recognize.
Good shit.
And as you cheer on your favorite players each week, make sure to leave a comment below and tweet at us about the series, and we might just feature you on the show. That's the end of this announcement, but before I go, I almost forgot to introduce you to the players. And at the end of this video, as well as every video we put out, you'll be able to find links to each of these players' channels so that you can find them easier. Thanks for watching, and you'll be hearing from us real soon.
Oh yeah, you guys will get to see the logo. I think the people who've been here for a little bit will recognize it. We got the Rammus Ranch Rangers. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Anyway, this is gonna be a great event. Lots of amazing people involved. I'm super excited. Drafting is next week, and I cannot wait. Look at all these pokes. Rammus Ranch intensifies. The Rammus Ranch is so strong right now. It's so strong. We're gonna take the Rammus Ranch to victory. I'm gonna fucking try. Wait, do I have the deck redeems on? Who I might not. Do I have those on? I don't. Deck submissions are open. See, this is the perils of turning it off, so I don't have an excessively large, hold queue, is that I forget to turn it on sometimes, and that's been consistently happening. Thank you, mods, for doing your job. Digi Dragon King, thank you for the deck codes! I was about to say code, and then you submitted 2 of them at the same time. So let's take those in. Diamond with viewer decks, let's go! Let's go, bitches! Not you are necessarily a bitch, just to clarify. I'm the bitch here. In more ways than one. But you are not. Okay. Okay. Digi, I like how your second code, there's an actual, like, word at the end of it, like Mets. I always find it funny when there's a word in the fucking hex codes that it produces. Also, yes, you did. We are ranching. We rangerin'. Also, yes, the Ramus Ranch is canon. Ramus Ranch is fucking canon. And the logo is incredible. The person who did it, the person who did the art was just like top tier. I'm not sus, you are sus. We can both be sus together. It's a joint sus situation. Viewer, Digi, Victor with Bandle is gonna be exciting. Is this there's so many options for this. There's Shellfolk, there's Mirror Mage, there's just Bandle, there's Tristana. I've been seeing Teemo Tristana, by the way, a decent amount. Oh, wait, did I get the Shellfolk part right? Oh, wait. Folks, we got shells. Tentative on that one. Digi, let's change the loadout a little bit, though. Give Victor a goddamn skin, okay? I really, one thing that I really want, I don't think they're ever gonna do it, but one thing that would be so cool is if when he gets his augments, he gets little animations that stack on his card art. I think someone mentioned that in the chat a while back, and every time I think about Victor getting a skin, I'm like, well, yeah, they should just fucking do that. I'm sure they can. Evelyn has all the little fancy stuff. Give Victor something fancy. Please! He deserves it. It's the deck that is very fun. It is very fun. Yeah, here, let's fuck it. Yeah, here we go. Thermogenic Beat, Autopus, Trinketed, Conchologist, Mystic Shot, Pokestick, Time Trick, Loping Telescope, Station Archivist, Stress Defense, Aloof Travelers, Victor, Shellfolk, Minimorph, Mirror Mage, Glorious Evolution. So we got 3 Shellfolks, we got 3 Mirror Mages, we got 2 Evolutions. So we'd better find those cards. And also a Minimorph, because yes. The rest makes sense. Generate cards, get copies of stuff, create stuff, occasionally fuck up their day. I was playing, wait, you think it's still a crime against instant Victor can't get the evolve keyword? He must improve, he must evolve. To be fair, evolve on something that automatically gets keywords does feel a little potentially bananas. But yeah, he should be able to do that. He's all about the evolution of the human race to machine, if that's really evolution. But yeah, he should be able to get it. We're going up against Anivia! Ow! Is this the first time I'm actually gonna see the fucking Soulcleave Boars? Because I actually haven't seen Soulcleave Boars yet. What is the Boar stat line? Because I'm thinking if they try to Soulcleave, that maybe I can... Am I remembering the stat line correctly? Can I just Pokestick the Boar? So I would love to do that. We did throw a Shellfolk because I felt like it wasn't quite able to be kept this early. 2-1. Okay, so I can't poke it in the face of a words in the face of a Soulcleave potentially if they try to super duper ramp, which I would prefer they didn't super duper ramp. That would just be kind of annoying. I'll take a Time Trick maybe. Give me that sweet predict. You are not attacking. Understandable. Have a nice day. Actually, have a really awful day. I would like you to lose. Let's see here. 1-1 for 2-1, or we just go with everything, or I could just honestly kind of pass. We can also prank them now to see what they have. Not burn a mana. I actually kind of like that idea. Show me what you got. Haunted Tomb and Glimpse Beyond. I'm gonna, I think, tax your... Let's tax your draw. I would like you to have to spend all of your mana to draw a card. 2 cards, in fact. But to get resources, you must pay the price. You must pay the troll toll, and the troll is me. And I'm here to be a little annoying. Let's do... Ooh, I know Victor's an option here. It's a Victor or it's an Aloof Travelers. I'm gonna risk the Aloof Travelers actually before I do Victor. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe I should be getting the created cards going. We dropped the Voices of the Old Ones, which means they still have chicken, they still have other things that I would have liked to eliminate from their hand hanging around. But okay, there we go. Well, it's your deck, so you're the troll. You know what? Fair. I'm gonna risk the Victor now. He might eat a Vengeance. Goodbye, Victor. If you do eat a Vengeance, I will be fine. We will be fine. Bailey will hold down the fort, right, Bailey? Yep, there it is. Yep, goodbye, Victor. We liked you. You were very nice while you lasted. No, let's put some damage. Let's say, hello, I have damage. Here we go. Haunted Tomb is kind of pricey for a 2-1, which is funny. We've got Telescope, we've got Mirror Mage, and actually 2 turns of all things. I don't have the Shellfolk now. I probably should have mulliganed the Shellfolk, but I do have regrets now that the Victor's dead. But I think if we had kept it, we would have been punished some other way. That's an entreat, so you do have a Le Chichon. If I can kill a Le Chichon, we can maybe Mystic Shot the egg, but then of course they still have that fucking tomb thing, so we're probably in trouble. Loping Telescope, lope us to victory. Moonsilver, Res fucking Bloodmane, and Arena Mecha Caster. I could get this Mirror Mage down a little bit cheaper. That seems less than horrendous. To be honest. Yeah, just deal all of the damage. It's okay. I understand that you're an angry chicken. It's fine. Wallop. Oh, Wallop in the future is actually kind of nice. Probably should have cast a Time Trick first to see if we could get a Shell Focus, then that would have informed my Otterpuss decision here. So that's kind of dumb. I think in the face of that, I might go with the Wallop, though. Can I get a Shell Folk? I can get a Le Victoire. Do I want another Victoire? I could also just take the Mirror Mage, because I could actually cast Victor now, potentially, with the Moonsilver, which is actually not so bad, because then we can get the Mirror Mage out on the 2 turns from now, but hold all of the other stuff in the meantime. I actually don't hate that. Because then we can bump this up to 4 spells immediately, and they only have 1 mana, so they can't really interact with them. He is unquietisable. He'll just gotta be loud regardless of what you want, Hunter Shiva. You gonna just sit there on that, though? Looking at him, admiring the Rubbit? Please admire my Rubbit. It's a good fucking Rubbit. Okay, we have Challenger. An interesting keyword for sure. There's an Aloof Travelers. Let's hit them with the Aloof first. This is our second Travelers. We didn't discard the chicken before. We got Rekindler now, though, so that's 1 less resource for them to at least revive the Anivia should they find a way to do that. They can also just wipe my board right now. They've got a Gluttony. So there's an egg and a summon into a 7 cost, which should be a remaining Rekindler, unfortunately, and I don't have mana to kill it by any means, sadly, very sadly. Okay, yep, there we go. There's a second Le Chichon. We're just gonna cast a Victor. They still have mana for Vengeance, which is important to note, which just kind of sucks. That's Lifesteal, which is an interesting one for sure. Not gonna really save me, though. There's a Haunted Tomb for revive. Excuse the growling outside. One of our neighbors is being a little bit annoying and just revving his engine constantly. I commented on this in the previous stream. It's still happening, folks! It's still fucking happening. There's another goddamn Haunted Tomb. Nivea will be arriving in full fucking force, which is a little scary. Not gonna lie. What are you at? 5 of 7? I mean, I can at least stun a chicken, but it's definitely not ideal. Can I sneak out Mirror Mage? We could mini-morph that chicken, but then we've got 2 more chickens to contend with, so our chicken ratio is just unfortunately really bad. It's just a really bad chicken time. The chickening. Moss, hello, welcome back. It is, unfortunately, a chickening. It's very bad, painful chickening. I am gonna make the executive decision to cast a Mirror Mage and just pretend that Buried in Ice isn't a card. It's not a card, and it is not a card they're going to use right now. It is not a card that they're actually using right now, which is exciting. Listen to that engine go vroom vroom. I need to get a better filter. If you can hear it, I am sorry. In the next week, I will try to fix that, maybe somehow. Give Victor thing. Give Victor many good thing. Yes, good thing, yes. He has 2. That's a 4 mana Glimpse Beyond. Stop getting chickens, asshole. I like fried chicken. I don't like frozen chicken as much. That's fearsome. That is regeneration. We do like a regenerate boy. We do like that indeed. Please stop transforming back into literally every single copy imaginable. Literally so many copies of the chicken, holy shit. That's beautiful. Not gonna lie, that is kind of fucking beautiful. I am going to do this, and then I'm gonna stun and mini morph next turn. Again, assuming my board doesn't get entirely destroyed. A tough and fury, fury, yes, fury is the card. Name, that's good. I'm not gonna play around Buried Ice again because we can't be afraid. If they have it, they've got it. They may not have it, which is exciting indeed, or they're trying to bait me. Or they're trying to really, really bait me. How much are they trying to bait me? I would be willing to bet a shitload. That is also 8 damage to my face with units alone, so I'm not afraid. Fear is for other people. I'm gonna pass and then die. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Victor has lifesteal. We just put a blast. It's fine. Kay. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. How's it doing? How's it? Wait, why aren't these leveling? Wait, what? They count as enlightened, no? Are they doing 2 damage? 2, 2, 2, 1, and wait, what? Wait, they are enlightened though. They've been enlightened for a couple of turns. I actually don't know what's happening there, but it is strange for sure. I'm actually not gonna do it this way. We do want to actually heal off of the Victor if we can. Also, all of that shit dies anyway, so can I just keep him alive? We can also, well, yeah, we can keep him alive. I can stun. Oh, I can stun one of the bigger units actually instead of having to try and think about. Instead of trying to think about that, we do lose the Mirror Mage. We can Shell Folk with the Time Trick though, or Time Trick with the Shell Folk rather, if we want to try and get something here. I'm gonna just honestly pick a Predict, to be honest, because I'd like to try and find something here. Maybe another Mirror Mage if we can. That's unfortunately not it, but that's okay. We are filling our hand a lot. Well, we do get that second proc. Let's take a Trinket Trade, even though we can't really cast that too well. Yeah, we're actually missing those copies now. Last attempt to find something. Time Trick Shell Folk for sure. We do find another Shell Folk. That's actually not so bad. We do lose the second copy, of course, but I don't hate this exchange. You are so delayed. Oh, is it a super big delay? Apologies if it is. Oh yeah, also, right, the Mirror Mage actually duplicates the spells there, so we are not dead. At least the Victor's only taking 1 damage from each one as well. Oh, how's the internet? How is the internet happening? The internet looks like it is currently okay, so no big signal issues. Apologies if it's fucking stuttering or something though. Yeah, so we're just gonna go with the big Shell Folk. Please don't kill anything. If Victor can get fucking Spell Shield and Elusive, we actually have the game, but it needs to happen with the next turn. Almost native delay for you, just might be unlucky connection for Moss. Perhaps. I know that happens sometimes. And that's a Glimpse Beyond, motherfucker. Oh god, I have to take that. We just have to be okay with that. And fundamentally, I'm not okay with that. Okay, Victor, keep getting swole. Get elusive. Get Spell Shield. Get something that will save you. That's a vengeance. That's a glimpse beyond. That's not a vengeance. That's exciting. I also can't counter that though, so here we go. Opponent never draws Ruination. Spell Shield! You got Quick Attack. That's so many things that I need you to not have. Or, I mean, that doesn't help you right now. It really doesn't help you. That is a Soul Cleave on the chicken, so there's gonna be 40,000 chickens. Why did those revive? Oh, they revive without the skin, right? So, I mean, there's still Vengeance available, which is the scariest thing, I think, is just there's also still a Vengeance somewhere in that whole shenanigans. I hate it. Thank you. We can take Moonsilver here and just make stuff. Stonebreaker's marginally useless, for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna, let's see. Let's go with, I want to actually cast Station Archivist, but I think we might just be able to pass here. So many different versions of chicken. We have a whole farm. We do have a whole chicken farm. It's kind of impressive. And I just don't like the fact that they have, 10 cards. Are they gonna have 10 cards on this draw? Like, what are they doing and why is it gonna hurt me? Just like, how and why is it gonna hurt me is the question here. Let's buff our Victoire. Spell Shield. Spell Shield elusive. Also, either of those work. Anything, either of those is fine. I can heal off of you. Get good stuff. You got faded. That's lame, Victor. Victor, you're lame. You suck. No! Will the chicken give you some eggs? They are $10 at the grocery store. Wait, what? $10 eggs? What? What the fuck, dude? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cast Glorious Evolution. And then I'm gonna not cast second Glorious Evolution, but we do have the first one. And isn't that exciting? Everything's free. Everything's so free. There's a concurrent timelines. There's a prowling projectile. There is a stress testing. Because of a copy of the thingy. Oh, but no, but we're not actually throwing that. Discarded. I need to discard that. I picked the wrong target, and I don't know why I picked that target. I actually have legitimately almost no idea. Well, Victor is here, and then he's gonna get frostbite, and then he's almost gonna die. So I kind of don't want to do that, to be honest. I mean, we can just cast these for augment procs, which is like the lamest thing I've ever done in my life. But let's poke face. The problem is they can just block literally everything I'm doing and they don't have to give a shit. I unfortunately can't really win with Pokey Sticks and Mystic Shots, though I'm sure gonna try apparently to do that real quick. That's a 23-5. I mean, it's so much healing. To be fair, that's just so many free things. If only this did Nexus damage. If only that did actual fucking Nexus damage. We've got Stress Defense, we've got Minimorph. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, which is 12. Actually, so we're dead unless I try to attack with Victor here, which is indeed terrifying. That does indeed not float my boat. It gets my goat, in fact. I don't, nope. Okay, well, I can probably still kill it because I have so much goddamn augment in my hand that should they try to do anything here, I think I can still heal at least a little bit above 12. Okay, they let me kill a chicken. That's totally fine. Chicken dead. Excellent. Good. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna use an MK to kill one whole chicken. So I only take 10 damage on the open swing, hypothetically. And then they're gonna bury it in ice because I still don't have fucking goddamn spell shield on the boy that I need him to have. All right, we're fine. Don't have any way of granting spell shield. Glorious Evolution at 7. I could cast 2 of those. That's a blighted goddamn ravine. So I lose everything except Shell Folk. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. All right, let's pass. They were holding that for a good long time, and they held it correctly, unfortunately for us. So can I actually manage a heal in a good, reasonable amount of time? Please don't kill my Victor. I need him. He's important. That's a no. I think that's a fat no. Let's see. That's 10. We need a block here, I think. Yeah, and then we can block here. We need to swap the order, and then I need to also heal a little bit. Or not. Or can I get the strike in? Wait, what's happening? So that's... Oh, but the Victor is dying. Right, the Victor is actually dying because he doesn't have enough HP. Stress defense brings it to 6, but then I lose all of the augment off of it. But 6 would be, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 with the stress defense might not be enough to keep him alive, but then I still need to heal. But if I transform an Anivia into a chicken and also cast all of my Moon Silvers, I think there's a shot, because he doesn't lose the life steal there, right? Or does he still die? Oh, he still dies, unfortunately. But we can mini-morph into Mystic Shotting a chicken, which I think will work as well. I think, hypothetically. All right, so let's turn one into a seal, and then we heal a little bit off of the Victor, because that will. Nope, we're still losing the Victor. I keep thinking we're keeping the Victor, and we're just fucking not. So let's now Mystic, and then I have literally no more damage anywhere in my whole deck, so I can cast many a glorious evolution. I do need to block with him, though, unfortunately. I was hoping I could maybe sneak out a way to not have to worry about that block, but no. We're saving 7 here. He proc the Fated. He's still a 4/6, and yet he's still eating shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. It's on. I can't keep him alive, and he had such good things attached to him. All right, there goes the Shell Folk. There goes HP. There goes the Victor. Yeah, I needed +3 to him somehow, and that was just not. That was unfortunately not happening. I can get rid of one more Shikon, and then I can cast nothing. But we've held on longer than normal. Victor was putting in so much work. If only he had gotten the things that I was yelling at him to get earlier in the game, he might have actually been fine. That's another chicken! Oh my god, so many. Please stop. I'm having trauma. I'm experiencing trauma as we speak. As a Mystic Shot. That's not it, folks. That's not it. But I can cast Glorious Evolution again. I have evolved twice, motherfucker. I just have no units, which is unfortunate for me. I also have no means of drawing absolutely anything. So we're just gonna take damage. We're just gonna take damage. Oh, there's an entreat that they don't. Victor! Victor, you're too late. You're too late. You're too late. But it's okay. Not every scientific experiment works the first time around. At least the animation was fast because I'm losing. All right, let's try that again. Triple chicken Anivia. Pretty brutal. Pretty fucking brutal. But it's okay. It's okay. We can cast more created cards. It'll be fine. Nowhere to be found. Thank you for the deck code. Taking that in now. Appreciate it. Let me put this in here. So right now, just an update on the queue. We're currently playing one of DigiDragon King's decks, and then we've got yours nowhere to be found. So I would say about half an hour, 40 minutes or so, just as a heads up. We're looking at Jax Fiora, and boy, do I hate Fiora. This is not news, but I just wanted to say it again, as we always do. Fucking hate Fiora. There's a Mystic Shot. Well, I can definitely kill one of my own units, so she tried to remove one of mine. Just like, no, those are mine. I will kill them, not you. There's a trinket trade. Can I prank them to death? I would love to prank them to death, actually. Yeah, Soul Cleave does take another soul, unfortunately. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna eventually have their stuff, but for now, I'm gonna have a lot of pussy. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. No. Do you have catch? You probably have catch, but still. I can pokey stick it next turn. There's a Blades of the Fallen. Oh, Acathean Mirage is actually hardly the end of the world. I'm gonna ignore that. It's a good card, though, to be fair. I'm just gonna ignore it for now, though. 1 damage I don't think is worth giving the extra unit. Getting the extra unit there. Hilltop and Castaway, if it attunes the right, if it improvises the right weapon, we can just pokey stick it down. Looks like it is a potential pokey stick there. Kind of want to prank them to see what they've got. But I think I also might just bank mana here. So we can pass, we can block the 3-2, we can take the 4-1 out of the way. Potentially, we could. They have a cat. Do they? Does this deck run? Do these decks run catch? Because I remember it being kind of in play when Jax initially released, but I actually can't really remember if these newer versions of it with the updated Jax cards run it. And I actually don't think I've seen one, or very often, if at all. So I think that was the correct gamble based on what I know they're running. Not confident in that, though, to be fair. Oh, but we have Aloof on 4. The problem is that we're probably not dumping a champion with the Aloof because they're not running the Ornn. They're not running Jax Ornn. They're running Jax Fiora. So do I just play Victor and then try to Mystic Shot something next turn? I think yes, but I might come to regret the no Aloof there. We'll have to find out. Currently, this does kill Victor, which definitely sucks. But I'm going to prank him just to get that extra augment. Concerted Strike is going to 7, which we definitely like a bit more than the other stat line. Let's pass here. If they go for the 1/1, we can actually then Mystic Shot us if the Fiora doesn't see anything happen. Or we can let her get like 1 or 2 kills. That is quick attack though, so we are almost for sure definitely losing the Victor here, which really sucks. I think we kind of have to just accept that we're probably losing Victor. I mean, I can play something else in the meantime to attune and get a unit, because it depends on what they do, to be honest. I could also prank them again to see what they've got other than the Concerted Strike, which they obviously can't cast now, but likely it's just Victor is gone. Because I forgot about the quick attack weapon for some reason. So I cannot get 2 Mystic Shots here. And I also can't kill my own Victor. So let's just have that happen, I think. Unfortunately, I hate Fiora. I've always hated Fiora. The Fiora hatred continues. Aloof Travelers. If it discards something important, I'm going to be sad. Oh, it just discarded the Concerted Strike because we didn't increase that cost, right? That actually makes sense. I don't think there's anything bigger than the 7 that they really want to run, right? Because the whatchamacallit, the biggest thing, this deck doesn't run Champion Strength, right? That wouldn't make sense for it to do that. We might get like 1 or 2 Shellfolk procs here. I don't actually know how much that's gonna help us, but goddamn do I know that a Minimorph is gonna help me for sure. I'm so tempted to just Minimorph it immediately, like no questions asked. Congratulations, you have a Fiora. I'm gonna pass and then see what they do, maybe, because I can live through the next turn for sure. Like, that's guaranteed I live through the next turn now, I think, with the Minimorph, because they could have a couple of strikes here. I'm waiting for them to do something. Looks like they're just kind of waiting for me, unfortunately, so maybe that was an excessive burning of mana, but right now I'm just gonna be like, no, he still has quick attack, but now, not now. Jax is leveled, right? Yeah, Jax is leveled already. It doesn't really matter, I think, if we eat the Otterpusses here, so let's just do that. No Fiora for you. Gotta reset that. Thank God we did, though. Let's Loping Telescope here. Moonglow, Dawn Speakers. Dawn Speakers. Moonglow is kind of fancy for Shellfolk, though, if I can keep it alive. It's a bit memey, to be fair. And, of course, it did have another Fiora, so we're just kind of stuck with that reality of I'm never going to be able to escape her, and then this just gonna die to a single combat or whatever, but it's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Let me cast Moonglow, please. Please let me cast Moonglow. I just want 1. I just want 1 to feel the power, okay? And we do have pranks, though. That's also the, like, other option here. I'm gonna try. I suspect it fails because they want to kill this immediately. So if they have a strike spell, they're gonna use it. They didn't actually use a strike spell, and my mind has been boggled. Let's do Combat Cook increase cost. I also get one of my own, which is always fun and exciting. Fiora's gonna get a kill here. That's relatively irrelevant. Stress defense is nice, actually. They can't really interact. They're giving me a chance to kill Fiora, which definitely feels like it's not real, you know? Like, that feels like there's no way they're just letting me kind of interact with Fiora there. But I'll take it if they let me. I don't think they will. That's a riposte, which means my little stress defense is indeed quite effective. Thank you very much. Goodbye. My Shellfolk lives. Fuck you. If they have another one, that's annoying, but there looks like they don't, which is exciting. I'm gonna keep pranking them here, see what else they've got. That's a parts made whole. I'm gonna take a parts made whole, I think. We can always discard off of that. That's not so bad. I am out of pranks. We could try to find more this turn because we can kind of see their whole hand. Let's get an otter. I mean, our hand doesn't have much in it, so that's very good. Mirror Mage is nice, not gonna lie. I'll take one of those for sure. Let's pass and then just hope. I mean, they're not gonna be able to kill it this turn, which is kind of the amazing part. They drew 2 cards, but single combat is super ineffective here. So I've managed to slightly hold the line with the Curious Shellfolk, but that Fiora is a beast now. So I kind of need another thing to like buff her for sure. Really need to buff her like a lot of it, because actually picking from options, like casting Mirror Mage right now, I think is not going to feel as good as just getting value out of that, right? Out of what they're doing. Out of their hand and out of my hand and out of my deck and stuff like that. Thermogenic Beam is interesting and potentially okay. I honestly might just take a Victor or a Eloping Telescope here. Thermo has a good shot at getting rid of Fiora though, which is the thing that I'm actually tempted by. As much as that choice kind of sucks in a lot of ways, I think in other ways it might be not bad there. We can conch, or I could also just try and rip the Thermo now. The problem is they're going to have another riposte or something like that, so I kind of want to see if they're going to do other stuff first. Called Shot's okay, High Note's okay, might just take draw. Now our hand is full though, so we've actually got to start playing things out a little bit. There's a Wandering Shepherd. It's not improvising on the Fiora probably. They still have 7 mana. I'm tempted to just go with this because we do have a Mystic Shot to at least ping off a barrier next turn, though it's still going to take my Shellfolk regardless of my attempts there. Also, that can kill the Shellfolk, but I think... Well, actually, Fiora is not the biggest issue here. Fiora is not actually the biggest problem, considering there's Jural around. So yeah, maybe it was just Mirror Mage into other stuff. I think that might have actually been better than casting all of the things to find resources. Because I don't know if a ton of my resources have actually like helped per se. Be like, gee, hello, welcome back. What's up with you? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah. That's bad. What the fuck? Kind-hearted recruit. I forgot that was a card, honestly. I didn't know that was... What's that? It's like, that's a card? You're kidding me. You're kidding me that that's a card. That's not a real card. Okay, so they're taking Shellfolk from me. I don't really have ways to... Oh, they're trying to take that instead because they want me to have to sack the Shellfolk into something else, which is fair enough because I am actually really low on HP. So if we block here, that's at 15. I kind of did forget about the fact that they can just kind of kill me. I was so busy thinking about other plays here that I forgot that they can just fucking murder me. Okay, that's just a murder. Never mind. I've never seen a card get this much value. Not that it was used for anything. It really wasn't. I'll also be like, gee, yes, your unusable love. We got some use out of it, and then I just kind of forgot about the open attack. I'm like, what can I do? And I'm trying to play like 5-headed chess, and my opponent's like, math is for blockers, you moron. And I did not do that math. I didn't do the math. The math was my fault. I done fucked up that math. Okay, let's try this again. One more attempt with this. Then we've got another deck from... Oh, we got another deck from Digi here, and then a deck from Nowhere to be Found. So there's the Shellfolk, and I'm tempted to keep it, but I'm not going to. They have Aatrox Vein. I'm scared. I'm just kind of scared. That's 2 Conchi Boys and a Mirror Mage. Which is, by the way, one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. you look at the feathers and you're like, that's okay. And you look at the face and it's like, are you a frog? Are you a mushroom? Do you have spores? And it's still undetermined. Still relatively undetermined in all of those departments, I feel like, and that's just kind of alarming, personally speaking. Let's go with the conch, I think, and then go see what we can do. They've got a rally deck, I guess, which is interesting. I'm gonna take Flash of Brilliance here, maybe. Let's make a fancy card, right? +1/+1. I don't like that at all. Maybe we'll find a Bandle. Maybe find a Bandle Deny. Oh, interesting. Actually, this could be an idea. Stony Suppressor coming down. Exciting. Also, Digi, good night. Oh, are you headed out for the evening? Thank you for coming by in the meantime. Apologies if you wanted me to get through your decks faster, but we are currently still on the first one. Let me know if you'd like me to save it or continue playing it anyway. Stony Suppressor, wow, actually taxing me pretty well. Genuinely pretty well. Hold up on Telestones. Aftershock gets rid of that shit, so I'm wondering if I should just take it. Unfortunately, it is a 6 mana interaction to cast an Aftershock to get rid of Suppressor. But the problem is I think they know that I can't actually deal with it. I can't actually deal with it. So let's do that. Trick or Trade is here. Darkened Aegis is over there. It will buff itself, right? Yeah, equipped allies +1/+1. So it does count itself. Let's block it here at least. Do whatever I want. Okay. Let's see. I'm off for a week. But if you're not going to be here for the second attempt, might leave it there, and then I will just put it in my ever-expanding hold queue. Yeah, it does kind of destroy my whole strategy. We dropped an Aatrox, though, which is a good target there, Aloof Travelers. They've also only equipped one whole thing, so the Darkened Cultist summon effect does have a little bit of ramping up to do. That is, of course, a Ranger Knight Defector, so I'm about to die. Or at least all of my units are about to die. I have the Aftershock mana here, though it does feel real shitty. I can cast pretty much nothing after that, and that's gonna ruin my whole strategy also. So that's great. That's just great. Now Soul Cleave them. You know, I should do that at some point, genuinely. I'm gonna cast a Trinket Trade. I could also Stress Defense if I needed to. I'm gonna go find an Otter, though, or something to do stuff. Scrap Heap is or not Scrap Heap. Otterpuss, I think, is still potentially the call there, just to get a unit out to block that 6/3 with Quick Attack, because we're not dead here. We're just very annoyed. We are a little bit pissed. I'm a bit pissed by these. Yeah, okay. Could cast the Victor here. He's not gonna... Well, they do. There's that stupid catch spell. The catch? No, not catch. Fish-a-whack? That is the... Is Fish-a-whack the weapon or the spell? 5 mana Aftershock. Wait, 5 mana Aftershock? Isn't it all spells, right? So it'd be 6, no? Because the Aftershock counts also as an increased cost. Because it counts everything, doesn't it? The Stony Suppressor. I'm still gonna wait, because they only deal... They're still not dealing the most damage. It's only 3. It's 3 damage by turn 5, which is still pretty slow for Demacia. They're gonna have fucking Fish-a-whack, aren't they? I'm gonna do this in the meantime, though, and then try and cast Victor next turn, maybe. 6 mana Aftershock before it's too late? Yeah, honestly, probably. I think... Oh, I mean, that's also a great Aftershock target, unfortunately. I think we have to kill Vayne. I mean, we have to kill, like, everything, so I think we're just been outvalued, unfortunately. There's a chance I can prank it to be more expensive, but now it's a question of how much damage can they deal to me right now? 8 and 1 is 9 damage to face. If they... It's 9 damage to face if I kill the Vayne here, and they scout the 6/3, which they're likely to do. It would be most of their mana, to be fair. I could also try and go something with, like, a Victor. But I think I could also just take out the Sony Suppressor and decide to fucking eat the damage from everything else, because we do also have Stress Defense. I think I might try and kill it here. It is like the worst feeling option. It's like the worst feeling option, but at least I'm not. I'm banking Spell Mana, which eventually I'll be able to use. Okay, one Sony Suppressor down. Maybe they have more. I'm actually wondering what they're trying to counter. It's the Rise Dex, isn't it? They're trying to counter Rise with that so that the Delves cost 3 mana. Which is a fair tack, I think, in this day and age of Rise exists. Yeah, they are trying to scout that, which makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. There's no Geralt to worry about, so let's just commit it. They're going with Darkened Bloodletters? Oh, wait, why Darkened Bloodletters instead of something else? I'm actually a little surprised by that. I mean, we can still Stress Defense. That brings it down to 2 and makes their future attacks less good. Yeah, just doing a scout for the ping is okay. Because it's basically a ping now. It's basically a Mystic Shot. That is equipping the Darkened Harp, though, so we are still taking a lot of damage. I mean, I don't really care if I kill the Vayne at this point. Like, killing the Vayne is, like, the least of my problems. So I think we're just gonna let that damage resolve. Do we let that damage resolve? I mean, I can't win from here. So I think we just have to let it resolve and then die next turn. They could also have just top decked an Aatrox normally by this point, so we might run into issues there. Oh, Vayne's Condemn. Oh, they also have Condemn! That's fun! That's fun! Ah, that's fun! Ah, god damn it, I want my Canetrox back. It just makes me want to have my Canetrox. I know how to play the Canetrox to a win with Demacia, damn it. Okay, that's fair enough. Bye-bye! 3 attempts with the Mirror Mage Shellfolk. We got, ironically, I think the closest with that at first Anivia game. That first Anivia game actually approached being able to win, but the victor decided he didn't want to get good keywords. So that kind of sucks. It is actually a lot of fun, though. That deck, even if you get beaten, is one of the decks that's just like, you know, I'm still doing stuff. It is quite interactive on your end, even if your opponent's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And why are you doing that? Alright, I think Digi has gone to sleep, so I'm going to bump that up to the hold queue, as described earlier. And then we've got Nowhere to Be Found with a deck, so let's check this out as well. Okay. Okay. Karma something. When no becomes yes. Because I'm casting cards. This one. Hi, Weon! Hey, what's going on? Let's edit. Let's take a look. Acorn! Health Pot. Piltum and Telesons Vestayan. Disciple. Wuju Style. Disciple of Doran. I have the Dragon. High Note. Mystic Shot. Note 5 Retreat. Seraphine. Steel Tempest. Time Trick. Aftershock. Caustic Rift. Concussive Palm. Denied. 2 Victors. And 1 Karma. Deep Indentation. Drum Solo. And Unworthy Soul. Sputtering Song Spinner. 2 Glorious Evolutions. So we get more Victor gaming here. And just a shitload of spells. So if I run into another goddamn Sony Suppressor, we're gonna be in so much danger. We're gonna be in so much danger. No Stony Suppressors. I'm believing in it. I'm manifesting my RNG so that no Stony Suppressors are going to completely destroy my deck. That's what we're believing in here. Be Light! Thank you for the deck code. Finally free from work. Time to relax. Yay! Relaxation. I'm doing pretty good, actually. Doing pretty good. Sounds like a couple people are off of work and finally letting it all free, which is always a great feeling. You have to be so stiff at work. You have to put so many filters and things. You gotta think about shit at work, you know? Sucks. Teemo, Tristana. Oh, I know how that deck works. We might actually be able to remove a bunch of stuff here if we can find the right cards. That's an Acorn, which we like to... That's 2 Acorns, which we really like to see in the face of Teemo, actually. I will make a free Steel Tempest, which is perhaps not the Glorious Evolution that we wanted to discount. But I'm not gonna look at this horse's mouth too closely. I do like the Acorns. If they have that turn 1 Tito, we can indeed retaliate. Also, they're just starting with Teemo Tristana. They don't know the ins and outs of Teemo. They don't understand yet what Teemo can be. Yeah, fuck you and that thing, our Lord and Savior. Delete this deck? Oh, delete the Teemo Tristana? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I also tried Teemo Tristana last night. It didn't feel as good as I expected, but I think that's because Vandal has never really been my playstyle. Vandal decks in general just never quite been my favorite thing ever. Oh, no. Oh, do you mean the Seraphine Karma Victor shit that I'm doing? Oh, the deck that the one that I'm using. Understandable. Okay, getting Quietist. That's okay. We have something eventually. They don't have a turn to Teemo, which is exciting for me personally. We also have an Eye, and then we have Mystic Shot. So we're tuning a decent amount here. We can get the Mystic Shot out on something, potentially. That is a minion, and I'm definitely not killing a minion. We don't give a shit about the minion. Yep, I don't give a shit about that minion. I know you're gonna do a shitload of impact and have atrocity, but not yet. Thank God it's still many turns away, in fact. I'm gonna make a Seraphine happen, because I'm not actually sure if I can do much else. A Seal and Steel is not really what I wanted, though. That's not perfect. Not ideal in this day and age. Is Seraphine that disgusting? You only play to have fun in gold? Seraphine is really annoying. I mean, it's mostly just, like, memories of the Seraphine meta before Seraphine Ezreal. I think she's a lot better now, but she's also, for some people, still fucking annoying, because when she goes off, it is a little just like, oh my god, the stack is wide. It's such an incredibly wide stack. Poke the Bailey. Time trick here, probably. I can remove any champs, almost. The problem is I can't actually remove a Tristana. That's a mushroom ring of all things. Let's just try and find something here. Not a fan of cards being able to blow you up basically for free with pure RNG. There is arguably too much RNG. I kind of agree with that, actually. Like, there's a lot with Seraphine. I'm gonna try and take out that mayor because I don't like it, and I'm sorry, but your mayoral reign must end, sir. Stop forgetting things. Be an actual governor for once, please. Mystic Shot on anything is still looking tasty. This is also triggered, so we will get the 2-1 to heal back a little bit of damage. There's a Tristana that I was worried about, like right here. So we'll probably stun that with a Tempest because it's doing the most damage right now. Yeah, no, okay, we're just gonna stay above the atrocity. Karma is fine because she needs to be enlightened. There's no one here with RNG. And Nora are gross. Sarah and Nora are gross. Yeah, people are doing really well apparently with like Nora Vygar as well. Oh, and someone in the chat was saying that they climbed a diamond with Bard Nora, which, like, honestly, kind of tempted, not gonna lie. I would love to do more Bard Nora stuff, so I might follow in their footsteps a wee bit. Let's see if we can't get rid of the Tristana here. We have a Mystic Shot to back us up with. We've got a Wuju style. We do delete the Tristana, so our board control is doing all right, I would say. Aloof Traveler is currently discarding a Mystic Shot. It is unfortunately the Mystic Shot that it chose, though, which sucks for us a bit. Bard Nora? Oh, not Bard Nora. Braum Nora, sorry. Braum Nora. If there's a Bard Nora, I might play it, but honestly, I'm not loving Bard and Ranked as much as I thought I would. It might be just that I'm playing the wrong Bard decks, but I've never super climbed with Bard. I think maybe I just need to find the right groove. Or I could actually, oh, Braum is what she meant? Oh, Braum Nora is a grappler deck. It kind of makes sense, because Braum is now above Quietus, which is nice. He definitely deserves to be above Quietus. Maybe we'll take Bard Nora then. Figure out the tech for that. They're really waiting around for stuff to happen. I guess I could also cast this, this Acorn. Because Acorn, I mean, it's not a bad thing to do, I think, here, especially into 3 mana. Because they don't have any more units to cast here, because their Mayor is gone. Yay, gone. Goodbye, Mayor. He was playing it, but even before the Quietus nerf? Oh, never mind then. Didn't like to play against Vandal when it just came out. I guess it's the fact you can't play around a whole region and even less two. Oh no, we already attacked. Right, what am I doing? We can't go with the Acorn because I already attacked the 2-1, which I'm pretty sure was the right call, but still. I need draw. I really need some draw if we can do that. I'm wondering if I'm ever actually going to get a good opportunity to cast this Seal and Steel. I kind of want to say probably not. No? But we'll find out. I can deny that impact. And then block with some other stuff. Do I Seal and Steel this? I mean, I could. I could just take it because it's not healing anyway, and I need to get a spell to happen eventually. They might be able to destroy it, but I could not Wuju style, right? Because it's +2. So it'd make it a 4-3, which is not going to compete with a 4-4. Getting a creative card proc, leveling Seraphine, leveling Victor somewhere, getting a weapon that I can slap onto something, probably Seraphine or the Eye of the Dragon, just to make their stats a little bit nicer. A 2-5 is obviously better than a 1-4, just, you know, in spirit. Rise is another one. Oh, not a fan of the Rise decks. I'm actually wondering, I've been seeing like surprisingly okay win rates for some of the Rises. And I'm wondering how long he's gonna stick around. Like, is he actually like the best thing you can do right now? That's a group shot. I mean, I could just recall it and then make that to get the Seraphine really, really close to leveling. So we might try that. Early Bandle could do the same thing as current Nora. Early Bandle was kind of crazy. They were just like, we're gonna make cards, baby! We're gonna make so many cards! That's 6. Let's just do it this. Okay, let's pass. New spell, 7 of 9, 2 more to go. We have Wuju style, we have health pot at burst speed, so we can potentially level our Seraphine this turn, if depending on what we find. We find Deep Meditation, which definitely is activated. Excellent. Nopify and Glorious Evolution. We're gonna try and attack with this to make it 9. We do have the Acorn Evolution synergy in hand now. I'm wondering if they're gonna let me hit them though. They might not let me hit them. I also should have gone with the 2-1, but at least we're not actually losing any life steal right now because we're still sitting pretty at 20. I need to find Tristana. They don't have a Teemo, obviously. So we're kind of right now a little bit chilling in the face of what they're trying to do, which is just go wide and kill us with impact and atrocity. Oh, then it's cancer. Got it. Just hate going. Yeah, it is a little bit cancerous occasionally. Because, you know, up against the decks where it feels like no matter what you do, losing is inevitable. Yeah. The game is in an interesting spot right now. It's amazing how those few changes actually really shifted a surprising amount of stuff. They're burning 11 mana, so I'll take it. I don't have the 2-1-4 stuff though, which I mean kind of makes sense. That's fine. I mean, I'll kill my Acorn at this point, honestly, because we already have the Glorious Evolution, like, able to be cast. So let's not take 5. Let's take 1 damage instead. I don't want to Atrocity a fucking Mushroom Ring, obviously. Let's do a Disciple of Doran, because then we can get the preparation. We still have the level off on the Seraphine somewhere, and we also have the Nopify, which is nice just for dealing with whatever spell they're casting. That is a Vengeance, which unfortunately I cannot counter. But like, leveled or no, this should still be quite good here. They're not gonna have, they might have Puzzling Signpost. They might have Puzzling Signpost. They probably have Puzzling Signpost, considering that they've been drawing for 9 rounds. But they might not, and I'm willing to take that fucking gamble. I'm gonna take that fucking gamble. Do you have a Signpost? A 0-cost spell making something else free is also hilarious. Don't hate Nora as much as you can kill her, and her free units will be less of an issue, but Rise and Sarah can feel so exhausting to go against. Exhausting does make sense, yeah. 2 and 2. That's trying to deal 3. Yeah, I could also just like not deal with it. I could also just like not deal with that. And I think I'm just gonna not deal with it. I think I'm just gonna be like, nah. Nah. Could I top deck as Karma? Because top decking a Karma would be pretty dope right now. That would be pretty sweet. I would love that a lot if I could top deck a Karma Enlightened. Okay, so there's the 2-1. There's another fucking goddamn Glorious Evolution. And you know that we're casting it! Because I have literally nothing else to do. I have so little to do except cast Glorious Evolution. I've gotten so many evolutions off this whole stream. It's amazing. Raka Tom when it's too strong, and on release Kaisa. On release Kaisa was a monster, to be fair. Okay, so you're vengeancing just all of my stuff, which is also understandable. I see why. I see why you're doing it. Victor is leveled, which is exciting for sure. Is that can't be another vengeance. That's just not real. That's another vengeance? Holy shit. Okay, I mean, fair, I guess. I guess that's fair. I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage next turn. Am I taking lethal damage next turn? I don't think so. Let's see, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 4 is 16. So there is actually a shot that I just lose to the open attack depending on what they do. Down to 2, so now they have Atrocity, and I don't have a counter for Atrocity, unfortunately. 9 at Nora Vigar just makes you feel bad for Senna. Why are you emoting at me? No, thank you. We still have, Health Pot if they have Atrocity, but unfortunately Health Pot's not going to heal us above Mushroom Ring. So they might actually do the Mushroom Ring thing, except we do have Deny. So if I could just top deck, like a boss. This is top decking like an absolute asshole, though. Just an absolute asshole of a top deck right there. Just like, hi, I'm Caustic Riff. I'm here to, like, maybe do something eventually. Only not really. Where the fuck are my top decks? Apparently the threat of me getting a good top deck is just not gonna happen. Also, the conductor! Hi, what is top decking? Wait, do you mean that question seriously? Or are you just referencing my title? I found Karma. Astronomically late, I found the Karma. They didn't even need to Atrocity. You just got to attack. Open attack. Oh no. Aw, dang. Oh, no. Let's try this again. Let's try that one more time. 2 more times, actually, if we don't get a win on this next one. We can do it. Oh, serious? You are new to card games? Oh, first of all, welcome to card games. It's a wild, wild world over here. Top decking is just kind of in reference to when you draw a card, what that top card of your deck is. Literally, top decking is just like what's on the top of your deck, mostly. I'm gonna keep a Nopify. I kind of actually want to keep a Nopify potentially. So when I say I have a good top deck is this card that's like, oh, situationally this helps me win the game right now. A bad top deck is I needed something to help me get out of a situation or win the game or like close out a certain condition that I'm looking for, and I couldn't find it. The last game I was talking about the top decks because I needed to draw removal or units, and I just was completely unable to do so for way too long, arguably speaking. We got the Victor. We're up against Canetrox, and I don't actually know how strong Canetrox is right now. I was trying to play a little bit yesterday. It seems okay, but not perhaps like a super dominant experience right now in the meta. Not gonna lie, I still want to play it some though. I still kind of want to play it a little bit though. Uju style is here. Shimon Wind is existing, I guess. We could probably cast a Shimon Wind and then resummon it to draw, right? Potentially. They might have some. Actually, they don't have great removal. They have strikes and they have other little like weapon things, but they don't have a great way of pinging. Except that unless they do have the Violent Discord, which is a card that I guess they really didn't want me to have. All right, there we go. Drop deck is when you draw a card that can win you the game, or you top deck something bad. I think of top deck as being like a pretty omni-applicable thing of just like, yeah, sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not, sometimes you just kind of get a bad thing. Yeah, we get the 2/1 now, so at least there's a thing that we can block with. Unworthy Soul, we can also shove something back into hand if they have something super dangerous. Like that! That's pretty fucking dangerous, in fact. That's pretty bad. That's a no-no. No thank you. No, 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 no. Put that back. Put that back where you found it. I don't care what dumpster you dragged it out of. I don't want it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Banaka is happening, and I'm afraid. Let's do an Acorn, and then an Acorn and a Victor, maybe. You don't have any cards in hand, you're just rallying whenever you draw next. Yeah, that's also a way that it's used sometimes of, I don't have, I've like played all of the cards that I have for the round or something like that. Or like I've somehow exhausted my resources, so I'm really relying on what I find on the top of my deck. We have 2 Acorns. They are very cute. I have a 3-mana Unworthy Soul, which is fantastic. I can get rid of that shit again, but I'm actually debating if I want to get rid of like an Aatrox or an Aatrox or something like that. So we might wait for that a little bit. Also, Conductor, thank you for the follow. I hope our explanations have been at least a little interesting or helpful for you. And not too confusing. Also, Tunnel Shark, hello! We are doing some viewer decks. Congratulations again on the tournament, by the way. Top decking is what good players know how to do. I know I'm a bad Runeterra player, okay? I know I'm bad, but still. Do you have to rub it in? Yeah, you do. That's the role of the chat, rubbing it in. I actually might do that into an Unworthy Soul because I'm still waiting for a champion at some point. Probably feel free to update it. Also, Tunnelshark, thank you for the deck code. Salt the wounds. Just bury all of the salt in there, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Let's see what we can find off of the Victor there. Tunnel Shark, thank you for the deck code. We've got Beelight and Tunnel Shark next at the moment, and that's what I was fucking waiting for! Yeah! Recast that again, motherfucker! I mean, don't, because I actually don't want to die to it, but you know what I mean. He's healing to full regardless, so it's whatever. Destroy the Darkened Blade, you auto-equip, yada yada yada, that's at 14. Not doing absolutely amazing. 2 + 2 + 1. I could buff Acorn to be able to block that, but I feel like it's not really the best idea or the most necessary at the moment. Let's do the Doran, actually, because if we do Doran, we get that focus speed spell and we can block the 3/2. Go down to 15, but we're not really worried about them having Atrocity, because that's not what that deck does. They cast the World Ender, which is currently 12 mana, and they're pretty far away from that. So if we can just keep that energy going, we'll be doing great. We also top deck that Deny, which is fancy for sure. Let's go with Victor. Let's see what he can do. By which you mean draw 3 ofs? Yeah, literally almost every single goddamn fucking stream I draw 3 ofs, and I'm just like boggled in the brain as to how it keeps happening. Like, I genuinely don't understand. Okay. If I go with Victor, there's actually a way that we can keep him alive. So I'm tempted to go with Victor and Acorns. Just all the Acorns. Do I go with the 2/1 and get some healing and make their World Ender discount a little bit? I mean, we have the counter spell, so I think that may be the play. They are blocking with that. Are they... Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's understandable. I understand. I do understand, but I have Fated, motherfucker. And I have Meditate, bitch! Meditate on that, motherfucker! Haha! We've killed Aatrox with Victor! I will never be better at playing Runeterra than this moment! We killed the Aatrox with the Victor, and we have a 2-mana Deny! Yes! Yes! How's the Victor doing, by the way? He's at 5 of 7. We're almost there. We got a stun as well. Who needs top decks when you can just play well? Yeah, the Fated was real good. I was looking at it and I was like doing the math on Meditate real quick and I was like, we don't actually kill him. But then I was like, but wait, we do actually kill him. We do actually do that. That's incredible. That's a 10 mana World Ender, but again, 2 mana deny. We can tap down and they're never gonna expect a thing. They actually are probably going to expect it by this point because they see my acorns just going wild. Going hog wild. That's Fury. I would like him to get regen by this point because he's actually got pretty good stats. That's a 4/4. They're top decking Kayn. They do have another attack, but that's what we got Steel Tempest for, to deny the Kayn into our champion. We don't have a block for the Fearsome. They're equipping the Darkened Blade. They have 9 mana World Ender. We just need to hold on to this. They are tapping out for the Kayn, as expected, finding Aatrox. So I think this takes Victor. I think they get greedy and try to take Victor there, because I also don't really have great blockers otherwise. Oh, they're playing it safe. They're playing it quite safe. I actually approve. I do deeply approve of that. Let's block the tough, unfortunately. We can stun the Kayn. I'm wondering if there's actually more important turns with which we need to stun a Kayn, though, so I might let this pass. That's debatable. It's debatable. I could have also just saved some HP there. Because Kayn is gonna be annoying the second he gets overwhelmed. I mean, we still have Steel Tempest for those turns where he gets really big and annoying, so that might just be what we gotta do. Let's Hex Core upgrade. There's the Victor level. So his HP is not entirely absolute fucking garbage, though it's pretty small. It's pretty small. And I need you to get something like, again, regen would be fantastic. Regen. Quick attack also works. Quick attack also works. Now we gotta be afraid of the Unforgiving Cold. Because I can't actually rescue him from that. I can't rescue him from Unforgiving Cold, and he is the strongest thing on the board, so he is gonna eat all of it if they have it in hand, which I'm sure they do by now. World Ender is scary, but they need to cast the other Aatrox in order to get a second one. Unfortunately, it looks like if they cast this, I deny it, and then they cast Aatrox next turn and they make another one, we're going to have to face the another Aatrox pretty soon, but we're just gonna cast this for now and say no, and then hope that we draw. I think this deck needs more draw. I think one thing that feel like I'm lacking a lot is getting good ways to be able to find resources when I'm running low on them. This is a free Victor attack, though, because they did, of course, tap down below the Unforgiving Cold. I don't think there's a way that they can sneak that out. 11-2 with Spell Shield should be pretty good to go into something. Going down to 8, that actually kind of makes sense, because they want to close out the game this turn. They do have a Fearsome unit that I can't quite block right now. We've got Seraphine. Which is not going to duplicate the best things that we want. Okay, you do register that the World Ender has been cast. That makes sense. As usual, Victor probably dies, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything that we can give him that will be able to protect him here. Like even Tough, he's 11-2, so he will die. So let's go with Seraphine. I think they still go for Victor, just because he's biggest keyword soup.
Don't have to be sharp to make a point.
You made a Vile Feast. That's actually not the worst thing ever. Vile Feast is not so bad. Gives me a drain off of something. We can, of course, block here. Goes down to a 4-2. I'm actually going to trigger this now, so that we can poke at something here. The 2-1 is getting eaten. We have Nopifies. The 4-4 Fearsome is going to hit. There is no Overwhelm on Kayn yet, but he takes Victor. The Aatrox is a problem, for sure. The Aatrox is a problem. I mean, the fun part is if they... Oh, actually, I should do this after the attack so that we can guarantee 2 more units. I think. Let's stack this, I'm pretty sure. So let's stack there. Stack the Vile Feast. There's 2 spiders going up to 15. Finding regen on this turn, unfortunately. That's 11 fearsome damage. What? Damn it! I'm gonna die to fearsome. That's not how I want to go out. That's not how I want to go out. And you don't have lifesteal, sir. Why does Victor just juke every keyword that I want him to get? Okay, the Faded was pretty good. Not gonna lie, the Faded was pretty fucking good. Why does he juke everything else, though? What is with this Victor? Victor, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, yeah, that's an issue. I think if we stun Aatrox, we have a shot at living, but I don't get to protect my champion, which is what I wanted to do. Unless I feed Seraphine to Aatrox? What happens if I do that? Oh, that's not the order that I was expecting literally at all. What the shit are you doing? What the shit are you doing? Killing me is what you're still doing, unfortunately, except not really. Again, we do have that stun. They can have Momentous Choice, but nothing has faded, so they can't bump the damage up that high. Victor's still living. Good, excellent. Now we eat that Unforgiving Cold on the next attack, because I'm gonna be threatening their stuff. Yep, there goes Kayn. There goes the Kayn. I mean, probably Deep Meditation is a good top deck for us if we can find something off of that. I know that's in the deck. So Deep Meditation is in there. Kayn is, stuff happening. Preparation is here. Let's see, does Glorious Evolution do anything? Not really. Not really, unfortunately. There's a health pot. That's still not what we need. Yeah, we are consistently, unfortunately, finding, just finding not the right things exactly when we need them, which, like, how dare we not find the right things exactly when we need them? What is this, RNG in a card game? But it's still just kind of frustrating at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna just, yeet us. Because if I don't have an attack that works, we die. So let's just try not to die. Is it Unforgiving Cold? It is. I hate it when I'm right. I hate it when I'm right. I hate that I am right. I really hate that I'm right there. Of course they were gonna have it, though. There was, like, no way that they didn't have it. So, yeah. I think we had to go for it, because we're just literally losing on the next round. But yeah. That was a very, very, very extraordinarily wishful thinking. There's a time trick. Look, there's a time trick. Time trick me something amazing. Time trick me Ruination, please. I'll take the Deep Med, I suppose. Yeah, we're just gonna draw some more. And then we find Drum Solo, and we find Drum Solo. Okay, alright, my curses come back, where when I say I want something, I get it immediately, but I get it in the most ass-backwards way possible. I said I want to draw. I didn't want the draw on the turn that I'm dying. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Also, that got so many Anaka procs. Holy shit. It's too many. That's too many Anaka procs. Please cease and desist. Alright, one more attempt at this. One more attempt. The games are long, though, because we are actually able to find resources a little bit. Maybe I'm using my early time tricks too aggressively? It's hard to say, honestly. I think I'm just getting unlucky. I think I'm not finding the draw around the midpoint of the game, you know? I need to find draw around mid-range when they're getting stuff. And instead, I'm finding it really early or really late. That is TF Alawi, and I'm not excited about the tentacles again. Really not excited about them tentacles. Okay, let's keep Vestayan Disciple, because your draw, and I did say I wanted that. We, of course, have Deep Meditation and Unworthy Soul and Opening Hand, which is gonna be painful for a hot minute, but that's okay. We're gonna top deck well. We find a Mystic Shot. That's actually... Can that kill anything? It can kill an early tentacle, and then it will not kill anything else because the tentacles will massively scale. I need that Steel Tempest. Can we get that Steel Tempest that I know is in here? Give me my steel. Give me my wind ball so that I can be windy in someone else's face. Yeah, if they don't do anything here, Okay, I was gonna maybe Shimon win, but I think we could just bank the spell mana, honestly, because we do want that later, of course. Let's do a Shimon Wind. We are getting Retreat. Let's do Disciple here, I think. Not anything I think that we need to majorly discount here. I mean, 2 mana Unworthy Soul would be kind of great, to be fair. Let's go with Vestian, I think. So that spawns 1. They don't have Watchful Idol, at least. That's a Ghost, of all things. Wasn't really expecting a Ghost on the Sea's Voice. I'm surprised at how scared they are of draw. That seems a little disproportionate, because don't you want to ghost your tentacle? Isn't ghosting a tentacle just, like, way better? I would have done that, but okay. Let's do this. They do trade the Sea's Voice, which means I'm assuming they have idols in a second here. Acorn, Aftershock, Unworthy Soul. We don't really have any humongous spells in hand or units, and I don't think Acorn's it, so let's try here. There goes the draw. I found Acorn anyway. I found the Acorn anyway. It's okay, we have Deep Meditation. It's okay, we got that Deep Meditation. Everything is fine. So they do just go with the Alawi. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can recall it. I have too many Acorns. What the fuck is that? Okay, alright, we're fine. It's fine, we're fine. We're just gonna let the Acorns do their thing. We're just gonna discount either Unworthy or Deep Med, or some combination of them both, potentially. Right? Yeah, each of them go down to 4, so that's fine. They do stick on the board, they don't recall, so that's worthwhile, I feel. There's another Sea's Voice, and I'm scared. Let's discount Deep Med and use it this Torn. Acorn. The Acorn, the Hex Technician, which is just a fantastic name, by the way. I could try and just murder a tentacle right now. I could do that. I'm actually tempted by the Tentacle Murder. This will deal... That would become a spawn 3. No, it'll be spawn 1 still, because the Alawi... Or go up to a 2 power, because the Alawi is not leveled yet. I think I might pass here. That might be... I just don't see the value necessarily in killing a tentacle immediately. I don't think that's going to be necessarily the best call. Seraphine is here. The spells are slowly starting to stack, which is good. Tentacle becomes a 4/4, so I mean that's also pretty decent. So I think we want to hold this for yet another, like still want to hold that for like a better turn. So let's do that. I don't know why they stacked that in that order exactly. So we're looking at 4 damage, right, from the tentacles. Yeah, and 4 damage from the tentacles right now. We can kill Sea's Voice, so it runs out of Overwhelm. We can also just, I think, block with an Acorn, so we're only taking the 4 damage. That feels a little bit better, I think. Palm should resolve, unless they have a counterspell, which I don't think they will. Opponent misplay. Opponent, yeah, misplay for sure. Seraphine is here into that much mana. I think we can Seraphine. It gave us Brother Spawned. Are you ready to arm this Acorn with a fucking axe? Okay. Let's pass. Let's just bank. You just entered bronze with the deck. You lose with a lot. Oh wait, for Gauntlet, if I'm remembering? Is that you're talking about Gauntlet? Or the new Gauntlet, rather, I suppose? I actually haven't tried. Or the Daily Rumble. Daily Rumble. New competition something something. Hexcore upgrade. That is the Tentacleless Smoosh. Wait, that's spawn 2, right? It is spawn 2. We can recall it. I would kind of like to do this instead. Do I want to do that instead? Let's see. We have Retreat. We have High Note. We have Mystic Shot. I wanted to put back the Alawi, but this will deny the damage for a little bit. Oh, for ranked. Oh, gotcha. Ranked is always a time. Rank is always an experience. They might counter that, actually. Assuming that they run counter spells in Ionia, which I just am assuming they kind of do. As a base proposition. That's a Syncopation. Okay. Yeah, that does work. Syncopation, can't really do anything about that. Don't really want to kill the target when we can't do it anyway. Lost the retreat mana. Lost that. Wuju Style's kind of irrelevant. We can always attack with the Acorn though still. We're definitely gonna have to use... We're actually kind of used our resources there, which feels really bad. 10-8 is gonna go through. I don't have... Oh, I had Mystic Shot to kill the Overwhelm 3-2. That was a misplay on my part. That was definitely a mistake. Because I don't think they're gonna let me recover from that. Because it's Overwhelmed from the round, not just for a little bit. Yeah. So I needed to be able to recall it. I think I should have just waited to recall the Alawi and not touch the tentacle. That was a mistake. And I should have gotten rid of that so that we could have swung with the Acorn. Boop. This doesn't matter. Yeah, it does, unfortunately. Just like doesn't really matter because the Alawi is going to level and I don't have a stun in hand. We needed the Steel Tempest and I needed to hold the Unworthy Soul for the next turn. I was trying to get greedy and keep the Victor. But I think the resolution from all of this is that Victor is just kind of bad. That's not a surprise, but holy shit, he feels bad right now. He feels so bad. I have lost every single game where I have attempted to have a Victor in the deck.
Well, I'm proud of us for trying.
Okay, let's keep doing viewer submissions though. I had the impulse. I had such a strong impulse to see if I could get Teemo Victor to work and just like at least drag poor Victor out of a 0% win rate for this stream. But I think let's do our viewer decks because we are getting 3 losses in a row so they're taking a while. All right, Be Light, it's you. I needed to remove something. I'm gonna remove this. Not probably gonna play Pirates here. I see that you have given me one of the RNG spawners herself. Be Light G, Nora, PNZ, Vandal. Rama, give me RNG. Just give me RNG. Doesn't matter what it is, just give me some. Face Sprout, Group Shot, Poro Cannon, Trick or Trade, Magical Journey, Nora, Pokestake, Poro Story, Sneezy, Biggle Dust. There it is. Drum Solo, Portapalooza, Hidden Pathways, Eclectic Collection, and Sputtering Song Spinner. So we get value, and then we get more value, and then we level our Nora, and hopefully she survives, and then we just go, ha ha, I am the summoner of portals. How does the import deck work? So okay, I'm gonna just show you what I have. So when I get a dex code, I slap it in here, and the deck codes always look like this, or some variation of this. If you copy that, so it's in your clipboard, and then you go into the client, and you hit import deck, it should read what you have in your clipboard, and then it will just take that deck. Or there are also websites where you can say push to client. I think Mobalytics does that. There might be a couple of others. If you find a deck code that you like and you just want it in your client and you connect your Riot account to it, it will automatically connect to your client and import it there. It's actually kind of nice. I've done it a couple of times. I prefer just copying the deck code, generally speaking, but it's not a bad way of doing it either. Taric, Yuumi, Pantheon. 26,000 on the Taric, 35,000 on the Yuumi, and 67,000 on the Pantheon. Oh god. They like Fated and targeting. They really, really, really like Fated and targeting, and for some goddamn fucking reason I have 3 Pokesticks. I'm gonna try and pokey the other Fated guy. It probably fails. That doesn't actually fail. So we've got rid of 2 Fated cards already, which, you know, considering that deck, is actually not bad. Not terrible. I do need to make things, though. I do need to make some things. I have Fated. I'll take Fated now. You want to deal with my Fated units? I have a Fae. Take my Fae to the face. That's a Nayula. That is really shitty for you. But we're gonna pass here. Yeah, casting a Eula on 3 and having no leveling on anybody by this turn does feel pretty bad for them, and I like it. Let's maybe discard a Group Shot for the Poro Cannon here, and then make some of those. Sneezy Biggle Dust is a little awkward next turn, but we could potentially just rip it and try and see how much damage we can push through in one go. I'd like a wider board but we don't have, like, we unfortunately just did not find portals, which, like, definitely sucks. I might be able to kill Pantheon there if I'm patient. Can I? Are you gonna? Yeah, I mean, not with my open mana, probably. And yeah, you're not gonna be patient with my open mana. We're not gonna be risky with my open mana, I should say. Group shot. Or hidden pathways, because we're not making things. I mean, it's about to be usable. Loping telescope, papercraft. Papercraft's fucking hilarious. Loping telescope is just really useful now. Right now, I think, though. It's still a 3/3. There's a Crescent Strike and a Poro Sled. Thinking about that board, I kind of like Crescent Strike. Just so that we can be a little stronger going into it. This will bump everything to a 6/6 on swing, but they still have enough Fated to kind of be able to get around it. So they give that Challenger, which is, like, fine and whatever. Let's see, do we want to swing here? What do we trade with? Potentially nothing. Potentially nothing, but we still have 2 Pokesticks, so even if they buff those both by +1/+1, we're resetting the board state, and we'll hypothetically have more things to cast. I could have also just Biggle Dusted there, but I think I'm going to try and threaten them. At least with a little bit of stuff. We might trade the Assistant Librarian and just go in with Telescope, but that's not horrible. And I think we have enough pings to warrant this being not a horrible decision. They also could just take the damage, which I'm not going to complain about, honestly. 6 versus Fated, Guiding Touch to heal, but that's not targeting a unit, so I'm going to count that as a victory. Okay, so we're top decking here. A Poro Cannon. Well, I'm going to have to cast these goddamn Poro Cannons, I suppose. I could actually discard a cannon now for a cannon, but I think... Yeah, let's do that, because Hidden Pathways is a little risky if we want to make cards. Just because it will actually overfill hand. Pantheon has literally only seen 1 targeting. They needed those early 1/1s, and we just kind of fucked them on that plan. Yeah, so you're taking something. You're not taking anything. You are afraid of the damage that I have, which is actually correct. Very correct there. That is a Celestial Blessing. So that's a 6/5 coming into my unit here, and a 3/3. I think we can just kind of trade there. Pantheon has seen 2 targeting now. That's kind of fine. I'd like to see what else they do here. They might have a Pale Cascade for that, in which case Pokey is a little bit better. Almost 1 a.m. Bye, Tatsugi. Thank you for hanging out here as always. Appreciate it. Let's do... Oh, I was not gonna do that, actually. I was gonna, like, not do that, and then I did it anyway. Let's go with Nora, because we do have Group Shot Pokey now. Still, if I cast Nora here. Also, by the way, just to shout out our opponent's username, Wrinkly and Creamy is what's going on there. I'm gonna try and kill it. It might fail. It probably fails. But I'm gonna try nonetheless, because countering a Cataclysm attack would be so good. We'll probably lose to Pale Cascade, though. They haven't used it yet, and I keep being afraid of it and keep mentioning it, though, so there's a chance that there isn't that. It is a Celestial Blessing, so we do lose the Nora for sure. But we get close to... Oh, but it still dies to the Nora, actually. It now just dies to Nora, which, you know, not exactly the outcome I was hoping for, but it's still a decent outcome. We killed Pantheon. I'll fucking take it. Let's do a magical journey. I'm about to go on a fucking journey, folks. I'm gonna actually discard a Poro Cannon for Poros. I know that's a little bit lame, and stupid, but I need to do something here. We gotta get some cards out, and I don't want to actually lose the stun or the Biggle Dust. That is a normal fucking Yuumi, which is not what your opponent wants to be casting right there. We're actually 4/6 on Nora, so if we find another Nora, we're doing it okay. We definitely have a chance to hit a Chime and a Portal now, at least, so that's something. We love you, Tatsugi. Okay, let's swing with the Aviator Poros. They're so cute. They got little feetsies. We're doing great. That's about to be a 3/3, and I don't really give a shit, actually. At least I don't really think I give a shit. I don't think it's going to be able to powerhouse through much at the moment. We still got draw, we still got pings, we still got a Biggle Dust to buff all fucking 4 Poros shortly. And then we do have an Eclectic Collection as well to just slam on the board if their HP is low enough. I don't think we're going to be able to kill anything with Flash Bombs, of course, but the rest will do its job. I.e. the Poison Puff Caps will hopefully do their job. They're thinking about their life choices, which is right and correct and appropriate. And they're also roping me because they're mad about losing the little Saga Shears at the opening of the game. Yep, 3-3 is fine. I don't give a shit. Poro Stories is actually not bad. Do I have space? I do have space. That is a buff and a silence, which is fine. Let's Hidden Pathways first, though. There's a Nora. There's a portal as well. Bitsy Lizard coming out and another magical feckin' journey. Yeah, let's magical journey again. And then I think we can just sort of wait. Can we wait? Because I can block with the 1-2 and the 1-1 now with like pretty decent confidence. We do want to still think about Biggle Dust targets, but right now I think this should be fine. If it's only the Yuumi, we block with the 1-1. We might be able to let the 3-2 through though. I think I'll let the 3-2 through. We could also potentially just level Nora with the Poro Stories and then cast the Nora. Is there any way we can get the Nora out this turn and level her? She might level on the open in the next turn depending on where that magical journey planted. But that's not a guarantee, obviously. They're really roping the shit out of us, which is annoying. Really roping the shit out of this. I'm loath to cast that Nora, having been burned the last time I did on their attack. But to be fair, if they've got a Cataclysm, I can't really stop them. I think I might still do this, though. Destin, Poro Fly. Let's do a Poro Fly, maybe? I don't know. Poro Fly is nice. Poro Fly, Nimble Poro. Biggle Dust actually looking pretty banger if I can get all of this and a Nora out on the field. Yeah, that's actually not an insignificant amount of damage, and they obviously can't counter Biggle Dust. Yay, focus speed spells. Pokestick can go face as well, so we might have enough board presence to do it. Especially if we can hold on to elusives here. That will trade. That's 2 Biggle Dusts, actually. Is double Biggle Dust the play? Wait, they have 3 cards. They could have stuns. They could have strikes. That's kind of all they've got. And this would be, for everything, a +4. So 1, 2... It'd only be 8 damage to face then, because they could block with the other 2 things. So I think I'm going to keep casting and then try and go wide with 1 Biggle Dust. Wide with a single one of them, I think is perhaps the call. Oh, we could also do a Crescent Strike, though. Crescent Strike into Biggle Dust is lethal for sure. So we need to debate, we need to think about what units they're going to have over there. If they have units. They're probably going to have units, though it's a limited number of things that they can actually have. Okay, so that's a dragon. That's not a terrifying dragon. We might lose Nora to some kind of attack spell. I'm gonna stop hemming and hawing about this though and just cast. I think when I cast the Exalted Poro, we were kind of gonna do this anyway. Okay, well, there's my Nora. Give me my attack, please. Just don't cast anything. Do not cast anything! Biggle Dust isn't a real card. We're not thinking about that kind of stuff. We don't do that here. We don't do that here, Wrinkly and Creamy. I promise you. I am neither wrinkly nor creamy, but I promise I don't have Biggle Dust in hand. That makes it sound like I'm lying about everything and I am wrinkly and creamy, but I'd like to clarify that I actually am not that part of this equation. Okay, so this is gonna be a 3-3. That's gonna be a 5. That's gonna be a 4-5. So that's 7. So we're 7 short on lethal. Again, Eclectic Collection might be able to close it out. They're really not happy. They're really, really intent on the rope here. They do not want to see my board go wide. Are they AFK? Are they AFK? Did they just abandon the match? Come back here, motherfucker! I have units that I would like to show off. Alright, well, I've done my thing. I've done my thing. Now they get to decide what they want to do. Also, Kato Universe. Hello. We're plat right now. We hit Masters the last couple of seasons. But I haven't actually climbed back there yet. Hello, welcome to the stream, by the way. How's it going? Fading Black Rose, tomorrow is the single person sad day. Do not be sad. I mean, that's just kind of aggressively useless, isn't it? Just do not be sad. Don't have emotions. Don't have feelings. I hope it does not suck for you, though, regardless of whether or not you're single. We appreciate your company. Thank you for coming by. And I hope that you have a good day despite all of the pink that is happening. There's a lot of pink happening. There's just so much pink happening on Valentine's Day. Holy shit. I'm okay with red, but the pink is kind of sometimes overwhelming. So we got a win on the first attempt. And also, did I level my Nora? We did level that Nora to 4. Let's go. A single awareness day. We stay happy single. Happily single and feeling yourself. I like it. It should then be a day of self-love and self-gift giving. Get yourself some nice shit. That's more practical advice than just, don't be sad, motherfucker. Imagine if that worked, though. Just like me at my depression. I don't want it anymore. And then my depression goes away. I wish that's how life worked so badly. But Tunnel Shark, I have a deck from you, so I'm gonna go play that and not be sad. We're gonna not be sad about that. The deck playing. Should have been a hookup day. Single people go to bars and sleep around. I'm sure there's singles Valentine's Day's event somewhere, right? Some bar has to be doing that. I recently read an article about a speed dating bar that had popped up around here, and it was like, speed dating in a bar? I mean, obviously speed dating has been a thing for a long time, but it was like marketed as like this cool hip experience where you get to like talk to other people and like have good deep conversations, and I was like, haha, you're just all drunk and bored. That's why you're getting a new game? Fuck yeah, new games though. Anyway, viewer, Tunnel Shark, the victor of the Lore Love tourney, is giving. Did she just give me transform? Transforming my losses to W's. To W. Just a single W. I'm gonna get a whole single win here. Most fun deck to play this patch so far. Oh, most fun deck to play. Okay, so here's an admission. I haven't been playing enough ranked, I think, to have a really solid opinion. I've played Teemo Tristana a little bit, and I've played Elites a little bit. So none of those really like call to me. I obviously like Teemo a lot, if you can't tell from the mastery that he has. But I haven't found a deck that I'm like settling in and being like, yeah, this is a fucking great ass time. I am also perhaps not the most unique person to ask that question to, because my favorite deck last patch was Kanetrox. I really actually had a lot of fun piloting Kanetrox. Like, if back against the wall you had to be like, what is the best deck in the past, like, this meta and last meta that you just, like, have fun casting? Regardless of the nerfs, I still like Kanetrox, because I just find the units and the champions really fun. I know a lot of people don't think World Ender is fun, but I really like it, and I also really like the whole Darken thing going on, so that's me. But I actually am, I'm sorry, Be Light, but I actually do really like the Teemo Trist. I don't like that it's an atrocity-based deck. I just dislike the concept of, oh, I want to kill Tristana instead of dealing damage with Tristana. But that's okay. I like the units in it. I don't like the win con in it, if that makes sense. There's also this transform deck that won a tournament yesterday. I'm actually kind of excited to play, because it did really fucking well. We got Bird, Inventive Chemist, Bitsy Lizard, Conchologist, Stone Stackers, Test Speaker, Nakatak, Curious Changeling, Merkwolf Shaman, Teeny Dactyl, Yordle Captain, Spotted Toad, Ursine Spirit Walker, Mammoth Shaman, and one Mini T. Yeah, we play this game to have fun. I sometimes do, yeah. Wait, reading is fundamental, kid? Wait, not power? Wait, what says HP not power? I'm missing something. I'm gonna just try and run this deck as it is, though, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna go in and see how this does. The Ionia Telso things that was changed. Gruesome Theater. Yeah, Gruesome Theater. Guy tried to recall your victory, but he can't. Oh my god, that's brutal. That's pretty brutal, actually. Let's change the board up for this. We need a tournament-worthy board. Let's do final stage. That's pretty exciting and dramatic, I think. What else is exciting and dramatic? This one. It's shiny, it's purple. Let's go! All followers in ranked. Yeah, the all followers in ranked. Let's go. I don't give a shit. We're at plat 4. I'll climb at some point. Yeah, that's the deck code for this. This is fun. Kael Garen, which is interesting. Most fun deck you have is either a Seraphine and Nami deck or Evelyn Demacia deck. Yo, Seraphine Nami is not a combination that I've heard in a long time. I haven't heard of Nami in a long time, to be fair, though, which is probably part of that. I could have 2 Nakatoks up in this motherfucker. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I will probably cast something else that needs to transform, though, first, because maybe I can deal a Nexus damage? Probably no, because that looks like it's going to be pretty big units. Yeah, I don't want to trade my Lizard into that. We're getting a 3/4 Lizard shortly, if I can do that. Nagatok into Tusk Speaker, potentially, here. Ramhound is really going to fuck up my day, though. Really going to fuck up my day. Still gonna Nagatok. We're still just gonna fight elites with Nagatok. It's gonna work. I promise. It's definitely gonna work. I'm definitely gonna ramp these units. You level Seraphine and Nami together, then your match goes silly. That does sound like a pretty silly combination, but also like a great silly. Why do I have all 3 Nagatoks? Because I'm that fucking baller. I actually need fewer of them if I'm to live, because I'm also hitting myself with the Tusk Speaker here. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I think we actually need to take out some units to put in like Pokestick and Gnar, maybe. That might be a good edit to make this a little bit better. So let's gaunch here and see. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Wallop is actually not so bad, considering that board state right now. Okay, so they are letting me pass. They're giving me a 4/5 with 2 impact. That's nice. That's nice. I like it. That's nice. That's the Penitent Squire. I'm gonna cast a Conchi Boy again. We just gotta go wide and gotta live. Just go wide, gotta live. Inner Beast is not so bad, actually. I can hit myself with it for the ramp stance and win. That's not it, though. That's not it, folks. That buff board over there is not quite it. Yeah, I'm gonna just cast this to have a blocker. As long as I can hold on to 1 Nagatok, maybe we'll be like marginally okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to easily do that, though. Kanto Universe, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the madness as I rapidly, increasingly, very fast pace just lose all of my HP. Yeah, let's put in Gnar, let's put in some Pokestick so we can guarantee that transform, even on off turns where I don't quite have things like the Tusk Speaker available. Also, yes, we are up to some transform mischief, if I can get it to work, which we are perhaps not going to be able to do, which is a little disappointing, but oh well. Let's go with a 4/5, because I can deal damage with it, and I would like to smack. I would like to smack, because we get Teeny Dactyl and we get Bitsy Lizard out of that, which is unfortunately not enough to win, but it is interesting for sure. You become a 6/5, and Pterodactyl is okay. We get a Bitsy Lizard, and that turns into a 4/5, which is also great. And you just kind of chill, and then we maybe don't die if we have a Wallop in hand hanging around. That is a Concerted Strike, so I probably do die, unfortunately. Good night, Conductor, by the way. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so that's that. That might also be the end of me, unfortunately. Has Nakatak saved me? Not the Bannerman! Not the Bannerman! What can I do here? Okay, so we need to block. We can block 3 things right now. I can take not 3 things to my face. So let's go with the Nakatak again? I can actually block some of the 4 power units here if we want to. So we block here, we block here, we block here, we block here, we block here. We wall up the 4. We wall up the 4/4 that we can actually injure here. So we go down to that. We're not looking any transform again, but that does keep us alive. They have a Pale Cascade, so they're trading into the 4/5. That's understandable. Have a nice day. I'm gonna Inner Beast to hold on to it because fuck you, bitch. Let's try that. Yeah, I mean, it does work a little bit. Doesn't work very well, but it does work a tad bit for all of 5 seconds. Okay. I can hit myself with the touch speaker, which is just so not exactly what I want to do. I mean, we kind of have to do it, don't we? We kind of just have to do it. So let's go do that. Let's just go do that. Let's go with a Spirit Walker. And then unfortunately not be able to cast anything else off of the Spirit Walker because we don't really have any overwhelm damage. That's a 15-5 KO. Gotta love the 15-5 KO. Could attack, doesn't really matter. But you know what? We're gonna die anyways. Let's deal some impact damage on our way out, motherfucker. Whew. Yep. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all. Just no fucks given. By our Kale opponent there. It will just level also. Double attack Kale is gonna feel great, I'm sure. I'm gonna be nice on the Nards. What a nice Nard time. If they open attack and I chop like a wallop, we actually survive, but I don't think we're gonna do that, unfortunately. I need more wallops. We need more Pokesticks. I mean, that would be the dream top deck for sure, but I don't think we're gonna find it. And also we have a 4/4 coming down as well. Okay. There's the KO level. Or Mini Morph, but we don't have that either. So Mini Morph, Pokestick, and draw. Maybe Gnar. Mammoth Shaman is unfortunately not going to be able to trigger there. Let's get a GG. I know they have emotes enabled. That's the fucking Karma, which is just lame. That's just a lame emote, so yeah. Let's make some edits and try this again. Championless is kind of fun. I actually don't know if we necessarily need a champion in here, but we definitely want Pokey. Let's put in a couple of Pokies. What other draw can we get? Because we're not creating cards necessarily. Entreat won't apply. Aloof is kind of meh. Babbling Berg is not the worst thing. So let's take out... Actually, let's take out the birds. I don't know if we need Bird. Inventive Chemist is good. Bitsy Lizard makes sense. Conchologist, yes. Actually, maybe let's drop down to 2 Conchologists. Stone Stackers, Tech Speakers, Nakatak. Might drop down to 2 Changeling and see if we can do something else. Narsej, Teemo, Pokestick, and Troll Chant. Troll Chant for sure, actually. That's a good one. Couple of Troll Chants. Maybe 3? I like the Gnar or the Teemo Sejuani idea. I'm actually wondering if we could just go with Gnar, but I think Teemo and Sejuani, that distribution might be really helpful. Yeah, let's drop... I mean, this is actually a pretty decent 4-drop. These are actually pretty decent 4-drops. I might take out the Changelings, and then, yeah, put in, like, a couple Teemos and a couple Sejuanis and see if that will help us out. Are there any other pings that we would like to do? This might actually work. Might drop a Chemist, though, and add another Teemo. We're Ursine, Gromp, and Captain. Maybe we can drop down to 1 Ursine because the Sejuani will be around. Ursine, Gromp, so the Spotted Toad. I don't actually mind the Spotted Toad. The thing about the Spotted Toad, I think, is... yeah, I took out the Changelings already. Did you ever cast a Changeling? I don't actually remember you doing that, but you might have just snuck it by me. Let's drop down to 1 Toad as well. I think Mammoth Shaman's good. Mini T gotta stay. We gotta keep that Mini T. We have 2 Sejuanis and 3 Teemos. I think I actually kind of like that distribution more. It means you have 2 spaces for cards. Maybe some early stuff would be good. Poison Dart's a little bit too memey, I think. We could always put in a couple to 3 Sisters to have that bonus, that buff or removal on top of the Troll Chant. Which I don't despise. Spirits Unleashed. Oh, Spirits is actually a really good idea, I think. Spirits Unleashed. Let's run 1 or 2 of those. Might take out a 3 Sisters, add 2 Spirits Unleashed, take out something else in that case. I actually like the captains on principle. If they feel weak on this second attempt, maybe we'll drop them a little bit. But for now, I don't actually hate them. Yeah, Spirits actually might be better than Teemo, or like extra copy of Teemo, because as long as we get 1 or 2 casts of Teemo, I think we'll actually be kind of okay. Let's try this out. It's 4 champions, and then we've added 3 Sisters, we've added Pokesticks, we've added Troll Chant, we've included Spirits Unleashed. That just gives us a lot more actual plunder procs. I think that, yeah, the Spirits Unleashed I think is a very good idea. So let's try this out now. Also, Food Night, hello and welcome back. We spectated a bunch of your games yesterday. I hope you're feeling good. They were a lot of fun to watch. What are we up against? We're getting Lurk. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've seen Lurk, for sure. I don't actually hate this aspect of our opening hand because it gives us some blockers. Yeah, actually, 1, 2, picking almost every turn if we can get it. They might not want to yeet a Lurk unit into this, so we'll see if what they do. That's a Xerxlai Hatchling. They may let that just resolve here. Yep, they do, because they want to hold that. We got a Pokestick or a Tusk Speaker to block. You did better than you thought. You did pretty well. It was definitely a great experience to be observing your games. All right, let's go with Tusk Speaker here. Let's poke that shit. Yeah, that's 2 procs. We'll definitely have 3 next turn, so we're leveling Sejuani at a proper rate. That's another ping as well that we just kind of wait around for. Let's go with Teemo. They might be able to remove or just remove his ability to strike there. That's okay. Let's go with this. So blocking that, attacking with the 3-2 and the 1-1 here. Let's go. They don't have Death Below from below, I think. I don't think they have Death from below. Ping Teemo. Yep. We can get the 4th proc next turn off of that into either a Pterodactyl or a Merkwolf Shaman. I'm actually kind of inclined to go with maybe a Pterodactyl, because then we get that ping at the start of the round as well. That's probably a Rek'Sai, I imagine. We're not super scared, though, to be honest. I don't think we're super scared by that. Merfolk Rager has that regen. It's going to get 2 procs, though. I might just take the damage, honestly. You've also already activated because we got damage in at the start of the round, so that's okay. They're taking my Teemo, which, like, better they take the Teemo than something else for sure. It's just reducing the amount of damage that I'm taking here. Thank you very much. They actually didn't put they actually didn't put that Rek'Sai on the top. Interesting. Okay, well, we got the Pterodactyl to transform. 6-5 Pterodactyl, pretty good, I would say. Let's see if we can't... Honestly, Merkwolf Shaman, maybe. 6-5, I think, is pretty safe to go here. Just into one of the Lurk boys. It's a good blocker as well, assuming they don't run into, like, Xerxlai Dunebreaker or something with Overwhelm. They might, of course, but for now, this is okay. Still pinging. That's the Snapjaw Swarm. That is a bit large, to be fair. I don't like that very much. Let's go with this. So you're going to become a 4-6. There's a Xerxlai Collar. We are running a little bit low on HP just because they've gotten good Lurk procs every turn. That we are against good Lurk, unfortunately. Mammoth Shaman is here. Potential that it will trigger. Bitsy Lizard is a good blocker if they try to cast something else. There's that Xerxlai Dunebreaker that I was indeed afraid of, but we've got leveled Sejuani. We've got leveled fucking Sejuani! Get fucked. Okay, alright. Pterodactyl is on board. We've got Pokey Stick in hand. I don't think they can get themselves out of this. I mean, they can trigger Lurk if they really want to. They can definitely trigger Lurk if they really want to, but that's kind of it. Yeah, we just poke. Yeah, I think we just poke, and then we can just block, and then we can just have an absolutely fantastic time. The Sedge Lock is here. The Sedge Pterodactyl Lock, indeed, has been enabled. So we might just be able to win. I don't think, unless they can shut down my very, very, very consistent plays here, I think we've just kind of got it. I think we've just kind of got it. We're just going to swing here. I know that I have a Teemo in hand. They might just roll over and let us do this as well. Looks like they are going for the blocks as they're afraid. They want us to live for a little bit longer, understandable. Getting that impact down to 6. So they've also just so limited, such a limited amount of time to actually pull something out. Oh, that does work. That does work. Do I care? I mean, I think we just block with something like that to trade into it. And then we just have so many things that we can do in response. I'm gonna knock attack here, even though it's probably just a Mammoth Shaman anyway. The Sedge Lock is real. It really is. It really is real. Yeah, there's a Xerxai Hatchling. That's just fine. That's absolutely don't give a fuck. Let's make our little board stroke. And then we're gonna pass. And then that's gonna make a 4/5. Blocks a bunch of stuff. Frostbites their whole board. Top decking 3 Scissors as well to just kind of avoid any damage that we might be at threat of taking here. I'm also just gonna cast an Ursine Spirit Walker because why the fuck not? It's a 7/7 with impact now, baby. And we can block. We can just absolutely 1000% block. Do I Frostbite that for funsies? I mean, I can Frostbite that for funsies. They just surrender though. They do just kind of give up. All right, the Transform deck. At least against Lurk, with very good top decks, doing pretty well. The tournament deck, edited tournament deck, once again showing off its power. Yeah, Transform. Maybe I just play Transform. Tunnel Shark. Maybe I just steal your whole deck and climb with that, because it actually is feeling kind of great. That felt great. That felt fun. Knock attack is a bit awkward though, not gonna lie. I mean, it's just, it taxes, there is a bit of tax of casting it. It feels like it slows you down sometimes because the Transform itself, the unit should give you value regardless. But a 3 mana 2/4 at base is still not so bad. Like, it's basically Mayor, just different. It just does something slightly different. It actually has a better stat line than Bandle City Mayor. So it's kind of, I mean, it's literally a chief and a mayor. They're supposed to be analogous to each other. But yeah, it can kind of go off without it, which is honestly just nice. Gonna be optimizing it for ranked. I'll send the code when it's ready. Oh, nice. Yeah, I might just play the unoptimized version, to be honest, because that was fun. And also now that there's Teemo in it, it's just like, well, I can just play my Teemos now. I can just play all the Teemos that I want and not have to play Teemo Tristana and cast atrocities. I could just be like, bonk your Nexus every fucking turn. But yeah, okay. Do I have more deck codes? I don't think I have more deck codes at the moment, and we've been on for about 2.5 hours. So I think, on a victory, I'm gonna head out for the stream. Thank you all again for joining today. I will be back next Monday, exactly a week from now. Mentioned at the top of the stream that I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break, not super long, obviously, only a week. But I want to regroup, want to take some time to myself, want to do adult stuff, want to recenter what I'm doing here on the stream and how I'm interacting with everybody and what we're doing and stuff, and also plan the next tournament and things. So thank you all for participating yesterday. Thank you all for joining the stream today. Thank you all for being awesome and here and part of the stream community that we've built. I will miss you all for those days that I'm not going to be streaming, not going to lie. But I will be hopefully fucking revved up and ready to go on Monday. So should be a good time. Wish you a happy time zone, and let's go find somebody else to raid, baby. Let's go raid. Time to go find a person. Legends of Runeterra in the category. There's me. Who do we want to go for here? How about learning LOR? We can go talk to the new person and terrorize them about how much we hate certain cards. I'm kidding. Don't go do that. But thank you all again for joining, and I hope to see you in a future stream. That will be back next Monday. I'll miss you all. I'll be in the Discord, though, if people have thoughts and things and stuff, and if you have more ideas for the tournament or thoughts on life or opinions or whatever. I'll be around. Good night, internet. Happy time zone. Happy Valentine's Day, or just have a good day tomorrow, regardless of whether or not you are at all celebrating. Yeah. Good night.